we're about to go pick up the next build for the channel. I got the Jeep right here. Too bad we're taking the Jeep, we're not taking the truck, because I still don't have my truck back. Let's load this trailer up real quick. This is the first time I'm gonna be driving this Jeep this far. Thing that really sucks is I don't have lights for this trailer because there's no hookup on it, and you know, I'm not keeping this thing long enough to be putting a hookup on it. So yeah, I really sucks that I don't have my truck right now, but it is what it is. This thing's really not that bad to drive on the highway. I got about 6 hours of driving to do with it right now. I gotta come back and pack. Let's get on the road. We gotta make a stop real quick though. We had to make a little pit stop there at you know, the Zoom Tan, see if my buddy was there. He didn't seem to be there again, but you know, you never know. Guys, check this out. This whole place, I've been sitting in this traffic, it was completely stopped. I literally had to get inside the side lane because I wasn't gonna keep sitting in this. It wasn't moving at all. It's really late out right now, and I am on a time crunch because I have a flight that I have to be at 4 a.m. and I got another 3 hours of driving after this. It's 8 o'clock right now. We don't know how long it's gonna take to load this thing up, but as you saw in the title, this is a 2004 Yamaha VSTAR 650, and yeah, right here you can see this is definitely gonna be the biggest mission I have to take on. And dude, why couldn't you at least put a couple things on? We're gonna have to put like the covers on it and stuff before we get back. This kid's lazy as hell.
I'm busy.
No. You're just sitting around. All right, so we're gonna have to put this all together before we can load this up inside the trailer. So let's time lapse it. This thing looks rough. Hopefully we can turn it into something nice, but I don't know, this is definitely gonna be the biggest project by far. You know, I really wish I had my truck so I could have picked up my jet ski too while I was over on this coast. But let's head back to Boca, or let's head back to the Cape. I got packed for Vermont, let's go. Okay, so I know what you guys are all thinking.
Dude, that thing is a total piece of.
Hey, don't listen to them, guys. It's time to unload this, and we're gonna, I guess, just place it over here for the meantime. I don't think that's where it's going to be staying, but we definitely have to.
It's not staying there.
Yeah, no. Hopefully, it'll just be in a bunch of boxes so I can pull it all apart. Knock this out real quick. The idea is those fairings aren't painted for that yet, and I want to take the tank to go get sprayed the same color as that. So I need to get this all done tonight so I can bring it tomorrow when they spray the fairings for my Ducati. So let's unload this thing real quick. Finally got this bike in its final position, you know, right next to the Jeep. I got the halos on. You know, this thing's looking pretty cool. But back to this bike topic, you know, this bike isn't exactly what I thought it was gonna be, but I'll go over real quick what's all going on with it. We got the stock exhaust here in the box. We got these came with it. I got brand new white wall tires. What are these? Shinko, like not the best tires, but you know, they are brand new white wall tires, and you know, on something that's like kind of cheaper like this, getting those thrown into a deal is kind of a big deal. So when we were putting it all together, we just kind of put all these covers on there real quick and no gasket on it or anything. So these all got to come back off. He spray painted it when I bought these, so I really don't know. Like, they look pretty good for spray paint, as you can tell, but we'll see how that all ends up holding up. I need to take this tank off, get this thing painted. And over here, we got the rear shock, but it's going to be a hardtail on the back of it. And then we got some handlebars, but it's missing the triple tree. So the situation with this bike, I'm a little mad about it because I Venmo'd my buddy for it under the impression that he had everything for the bike. It was just in boxes. And as I'm sitting here going through the boxes, like, there's definitely not everything here for it, because he got this front wheel that he spray painted, which I really don't think this looks good because I wanted to powder coat, and it's probably going to be cheaper just for me to buy like a basic wheel, scuff it up, then get all this red spray paint off of it. Like, look, even like this little rubber piece got spray painted. But yeah, I'll probably end up gonna have to get another one of those. Like, there's no caliper for it. This isn't even like the same front wheel setup that goes on this bike. So there's no caliper, and these calipers definitely don't match up to this. Forks are at least good, but I don't think I'm gonna even be able to use this whole front end assembly on it, because if I wanna run a wheel like that, a bigger wheel that matches that tire, I'm gonna have to switch out the front end to, I think, like the Classic or the Ace, I really don't know, and get the triple tree and everything for it, which is gonna be kinda expensive. And then like over here is like, oh, I got everything for it, and like, this seat right here is definitely, I'm going to just get Caroline to do like a red leather one and do diamond stitching white, because I'm going to do the tank white. So this is pretty much worthless for me. And these are like the cheapest things you could possibly buy. What I'm going to end up doing, like, I'm not going to put this on it. I'm going to end up getting one of these lights like this, halo light, and have the halo around it with the projector lenses, LEDs. Those are only like $40. Like, I can't imagine, like, that has to be like, what, $10? And then we got our rear license plate bracket, which has nothing to go on it. So pretty much I bought a bike with a motor and a rear rim and a frame, because everything else needs complete work. And pretty much the biggest expense I'm thinking is going to be the whole new front end for it, and get a triple tree, find a way to rig up the handlebars. And I don't know, like, I guess new levers, that looks all corroded. There's just so much work that needs to be done here that I was not under the impression when I bought it. But that's not for me to be talking about now. And like, these things are lost. It's gonna need a new cable right there. But it is what it is. It's gonna be a full bobber build. So this is the work, you know, when you're doing a full build, it's something that needs to kind of be done. So real quick, off the jump, this is exactly what I'm thinking of doing. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to buy, I don't know, like a Vance & Hine exhaust, kind of what I got on this Yamaha Bolt over here, but you know, for a VSTAR. Maybe get the Vance & Hine intake all in one package. I really don't know. I really want this thing to be nice, but I'm thinking Vance & Hine exhaust on it, because this thing, I really don't see myself being able to cut that and then like weld my own type of like thing onto it. Halo headlight, put the tires on it, figure out that, get a spoked wheel for the front, have that rear wheel powder coated cherry red. So we're gonna do like cherry red, then a white tank on it, and then a red seat, and all the engine stuff and like the chrome will kind of, I don't know, maybe I'll pull that cover off down there, get that painted pearl, and see what other things we can do like with the pearl white. So I think I'm gonna start with pulling this off, pulling that off, and then taking that stuff to the paint guys. But that will be for part 2 of this video. Right now, this is all, I'm just kind of going around, then I'm going to sit down and kind of like get the exact idea of an image of what I want this bike to look like. So that's it for now. Ducati will be up and running hopefully pretty soon. So peace out.
That's a unit.